So my two best canoes, they're both pretty new. One on top is my first and only new canoe. Bought it with money that my father left to me when he passed away. Novacraft Prospector 16 in Royal X. Royal X is like this indestructible material for doing rivers. You can literally wrap that canoe around a rock in a river, kick it back into shape, and keep paddling it. Tons of videos of people doing that. And the bottom one is almost identical. They're both 16 feet long. It's Prospector 16 from Trailhead, a local outfitter here in Ottawa that has their own brand name canoes for like 40 years or more now. But they get different, they switch between different OEM manufacturers. I think this was done by Esquif, but I can't remember. Nowadays, their composite canoes are being made by Swift, which is pretty cool. This is Novacraft, of course. Beautiful canoes, very true to the... this Novacraft is supposed to be one of the ones closest to the original Chestnut. The Trailhead is almost identical, except it's got a narrower beam. And if you look, it's really because it's got slightly more tumble home than the Novacraft. The Novacraft tumble home is how the gunnels kind of tip in a little bit. And this has more tumble home. That's a 36-inch beam. Beam is the widest width of the canoe, and I think this one's 34, which is a full 2 inches narrower. But you can see the canoes are just as wide at the base. It's just that the bottom one has more tumble home. So anyway, they're both awesome canoes, really stable. Even the narrower one, I fish in with the kids like Obi 2 years ago on our big family canoe trip in Algonquin Park. Or that's 3 years ago now, holy crap. We were in that one fishing. He was moving around and stuff, stable as hell, like just not at all a worry of flipping it over or anything like that. And this one just the same, like you could pretty much run back and forth, run laps back and forth between the front and back. See, there's from me running the river last year. So, or no, that's from Crotch Lake. Right at the top end of Crotch Lake at the bottom of the big rapids there. I put a few good scrapes on her running the Kempville Creek last year. This one, a big old gouge here. I can't remember what part of it that was from. But she takes it well. And this guy, I ran it a couple of times as well. Ran it last year and put a few new gouges on it. It has the Kevlar epoxy skid plates, which are really good for protecting the ends. You can see the, actually the end of this one I meant to see, it's kind of worn, and I've got to install skid plates, sand that down and install skid plates. I bought skid plates for it a number of years ago and never got around to put them on. I should get around to that this year.